Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Blade's Military Museum. I'm your host, Blade, and tonight we're going to be talking about Lieutenant Charles K. Gray and his uniform, which I have right here behind me. Charles K. Gray was a member of the 8th Air Force, the famous 8th Air Force. He was in the 388th Bomb Group, Station 136 at Nettles Hall, United Kingdom. His final mission was flown September 28th, 1944. Target was Mersburg Oil Refineries, aircraft number 4338404. They were downed by flak, and Lieutenant Gray actually bailed out. He was a prisoner of war, captured and interrogated as all Army officers were. He was imprisoned at Camp Stalag Luft 1, which was in Barth, Germany, and it was reserved solely for Allied Air Force officers, strictly controlled but more organized camp for Allied airmen or Kriegels. Food was a problem in the camp, but they were liberated by 45. And I just want to talk about his uniform a little bit. If you look, he's got Bombardier wings. He's received 5 air medals, a Purple Heart campaign medal, and he was a prisoner of war, right? He was a prisoner of war. Now, if you look on the screen, there's actually a B-17 right here. Now, this B-17 is a B-17E. He would have been flying in, Lieutenant Gray would have been flying in by that point in the war, an F model at least, which was not very different than the E model here. Now, his position as bombardier would have been up in the nose here, and when it comes back around, I'll talk about it. But the B-17 was a four-prop engine long-range bomber nicknamed the Flying Fortress, and you can see why because of all the different guns around it that made it the fortress in the air that it was. Lieutenant Gray's section would have been right exactly here in the nose, and he would have manned these guns up here. But his primary function was controlling the ship in air over the target using the Norden bomb sight. And the Norden bomb sight was one of the most, if not the most, safeguarded secret of World War II from the Allies. The only thing that cost more and was more secretive was the B-29 project as a whole. But he would have been right here. That actually would be him right there. And the navigator would have been housed up in here with the bombardier. Then you have a pilot and a co pilot. Then we have a barrier. uh, you would have had your radio operator here in the middle, 2 waist gunners, and a tail gunner bringing up the rear. Not to forget the ball turret down here, and that was actually one of the deadliest positions in the entire ship, was in the ball turret. But overall, this is one of my all-time favorite aircraft. It's actually one of the reasons I joined the United States Air Force was the Memphis Belle back when it was on Mud Island here in Memphis before it went to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. Uh, I don't even remember what year that was. I was a kid when it happened, but I do remember the first airplane I ever put hands on military aircraft was the Memphis Belle. I got to touch it before she went up to Wright-Pat Air Force Base in Ohio. But I hope you enjoyed this short little video. I just wanted to talk about Lieutenant Gray, his service, the aircraft he served on, and the position that he was in. So if you enjoyed the video, please give me a like, a share, a subscribe, a follow. Any and all engagement's helpful. I love history, I love teaching history, and I love learning history with you guys. So until next time, this is Blade with Blade's Military and Museum. Have a good night.